Hey everybody, I am finally back, finally feeling a little bit better, and we're going to do a Teach It Tuesday today on the oversized dress from Lowland Kids. So go ahead and subscribe, hit that notification bell, follow us on social media. Here's all our things if you need to pause it. Alright, let's get into it. Lowland Kids pattern, the link's going to be in the bio, oversized t-shirt dress. They have new smaller sizes available if you've downloaded this pattern in the past. Go ahead and re-download it from your account. They have new long sleeve options with a cuffed version and a tapered version that we're going to do. They also have a new shirt length in the pattern, which is pretty cool. So let's get started. Alright, the pattern pieces you're going to need. You're going to need the back piece. You're going to cut one on a fold. And here you can see the length. That's the shirt length. We're going to cut the dress length here. And then there's the front cut on a fold. And again, there's the shirt length, and we're doing the dress length. Alright, so now we have the neckband. You're going to cut one of those on a fold. You need two sleeves cut on a fold. We're doing the long sleeve tapered sleeve. So there's no cuffs needed. It's just going to hem the sleeve and hem the bottom of this dress. And that's all the hemming you have to do. So let's get started. Here's the pieces. One front, one back. Cut on a fold. Dress length, of course. One neckband and two handy dandy sleeves. Alright, so what are we going to do? We are going to put the back piece right side facing up. And we're going to put the front piece right side facing down, so right sides together. And we're going to sew or serge the shoulder seams here. Shoulder seam, side seams here. You can do the sleeves differently if you want to, but I like to do inset sleeves. You could do the sleeves in the flat if you want to, but I like to do inset. So you're also going to need to hem your sleeve. I always do mine 1/4 inch. So 2 sleeves, and then you're going to need to prepare your neckband like I always do, the hem hot method. So you fold it one way and then you fold it the other way, which I'm trying to do one-handed, but that's what it looks like, and you serge or zigzag stitch that little raw edge right there. So let's go over to the serger. And I'm trying to do that angle that you guys liked. I don't think I achieved it 100%. But so you put that little edge through, and I'm just sewing everything up. The shoulder seams here. Shoulder seam. Side seams. Do. Alright, so now we're going to go to my cover stitch to hem these. You can hem these on a sewing machine as well. I'm using this little guide that I got on Etsy. It's really nifty. I can link it too. It only really works well for very thin fabrics if you're doing it in the round, or if you're doing thicker fabrics, or really any fabric, it works better to do in the flat like I'm doing, which means I'm just hemming my sleeves before I actually sew them up. Alright, but it makes a very pretty hem. Alright, so now I'm going to put these right sides together here and sew the edge of the sleeve. Both sleeves, do the same thing. Leave a little tail on the end of the hemmed edge of the sleeve, because you're going to need to use a nitpicker or some sort of tool to tuck your tail in to make sure that that does not become unraveled. So you have to secure that seam somehow, because that is the only way that's going to be secured. So I'm going to snip the round edge of the sleeves so that I have 2 points. The armpit seam and the shoulder point that I just pinned. I'm putting the shoulder point to the shoulder point and the armpit seam to the armpit seam and the arm side. I just stuffed that sleeve in there. Make sure you turn those sleeves right side out before you do this, so that right sides are facing each other. Garment's inside out, sleeve is right side out, and you stick the sleeve into the arm side. Alright, and then you just serge around in a circle there, making sure all your raw edges are lined up, and tuck those tails. Again, stick the sleeve in right side out, right sides together, shoulder seam to shoulder seam, armpit seam to armpit seam here, and go ahead and serge around that entire arm side. This is a really simple, super cute. They have a pocket version. I just like the simple version. It's super cute. Pockets are cute too, but they're just a little bit more work. But you guys let me know if you want to see the pocket version. Alright, I'm going to 1/4 up the neck, which, because the front is higher or lower than the back, you do need to make sure you do the front and back snips and then match those up and then get the side points, because it's not going to be the shoulder seams. Do the same thing to your neck band here. Make 4 points. Use that back seam as 1. And then make the other 3 points. And then you're just going to match up the neckband to the 4 points that you made onto your neck hole. The back seam I like to put in the back. And then just match up your points. I like to do 2. If you need to do all 4, go ahead. Alright, and then this is my tag here. I like to put it in the middle back, of course, for compliance reasons. That's where you're supposed to put your tags. As long as, if it has a neck, it needs to go in the middle back on the neck. Alright, so I just go around, and I am going around on the outside because it's easier for me to add my tag. Just make sure the 2 raw edges of the neckband and the 1 raw edge of that neck hole are open. And the reason we quarter is to make sure that there's no bunching in the neckband. So that's what I do. And I always double check to make sure all the raw edges here. And I just throw my tag in the middle back and secure that tail here. And all that's left now to do is hem this thing. Super simple. Go over my cover stitch. Again, if you don't have a cover stitch, you can do this on a sewing machine. This fabric is velvet. It's too thick to go through my little hem guide, so I'm just blind doing it now. I'm doing a 1/4 inch. I find this pattern to be a smidge shorter than my liking, so I'm just doing a 1/4 inch. I'm not exactly sure what they ask to, or what they tell you to do. I'm just doing a 1/4 inch. So once you're done hemming this thing, cut your little tails, and voila, you are done. So let's see this thing finished. Beautiful. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's super simple. I hope you guys liked the quick tutorial. I try not to talk as much. I try to speed it up a little bit faster. So of course, if you need to pause it throughout, absolutely do that. But it's super cute. And this is what it looked like modeled on Everly, my daughter. She's feeling herself. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next Tuesday. Bye.